Today, in your community, he is building satellite DVLA offices, and it's all over the place. You see it. More truck drivers, commercial drivers, more private, and the opposite will plate. Area one album says, oh, DVLA officer. That is what he's doing. He's linking the country. They are innovative. They are ready and willing to work. They don't care about the sabotages. They don't care about the deliberate sabotages, people trying to step on their shoulders to be known. That one there is childish in politics. Because when somebody's working, it does not matter who you are. You cannot step on somebody's shoulder and try to look bigger than anybody. That one there, you will destroy yourself. Because and these are the things they be a Ghana for. You need to work. And that is what this guy is doing.
All right, abusia yemo bibia akwaba na yemfo mbra yem platform eso. Yes, enti yenua bema Kevin Tailor na odin sembi aba motin so. Na ni na forensic auditor expose NPP amanyuko medical kacho se NPP for the eni kwasen ka ye ka Ghana asema they will be near close baby omo kan asem no because omo be di Ghana bro papa and NPP for 8 years in fact it was like a hell at the Magana. It was like a hell at the Magana. But these are the people and these are the people and so munya kwenya omujine baby I can't say as if say nothing has happened. And next uncle for we and omudio mo sesio mo bokase NDC for buy and I know meti akwakwaji mamanu former health minister MPP for some NDC for some big jeli no ade no munye jeli no abusia odi need nka yenkoti Kevin ekobodu Tailor emfa embra na ekoba yenso ye die submission ebeto so hanom still remains your number one authentic platform nyankopon hira yentin se ne bi ekoba ebeto so meso so do comment betum na wa like this very video na wa share na foforo enye bia hwe yenko ekoba beto so
MPP for they are jobless. They don't have any work to do. Don't listen to the MPP for. And this is not going to for with all due respect. I am making Ghanaians understand. Anything I think Ghana is here we are struggling as a people because you see, normally is simple, but sometimes we complicate it. You see, the idea say corruption no dabi. Humans, the more we get, the more we earn for more. We yearn for more. The more now we create impression say he needs to get more. Opa and for government institutions, like I say, $10,000 a month. You will see corruption will spike. Yeah, that is humans. And I'm not saying people who work in a civil society, as civil servants, they don't need to be paid. But so okay, so enticing the part to get corruption away there, then you are rather going to make the issue worse. So they started civil servants $10,000 a month. Corruption will go out of the roof because chief director na yaman 10,000 because no, he deserves 50,000. So whatever he's doing, he's going to do more. We need to understand some things. I'll say the TSA, the Aban way this government is gradually changing this nation. And the you can see clearly, say what taxes now there's a government that is working with the taxes. There's a government that is working with your taxes. You can see. Now look at this. The Energy Ministry to procure 1,500 transformers to reduce overload and end power outages. Where John Abdullah Jinapo, Energy Minister, say they came to inherit an energy sector that was dead. And we all know the numbers are there. And let me tell you, Ghana for when it comes to building a nation, and say in some about people stealing from Ghana. The notable ones now yet to me who I can say you prosecute me. Are you going to tell me say we need to go back and one district, one factory? Every single person who was involved be a young into it doesn't work like that. But what you can do is that you prevent that from happening again. You prevent that crime from happening again. And how do you do that? You as a government, you need to find ways that there will never be anything like one district, one factory for them to take advantage of the system. There will be nothing like NAPCO. So that people can use that, because you see, people in government, they want a way to steal. And every day under NPP, we saw something. They were always creating avenues to steal. And then I say, hey, planting for food and jobs. When the work Ghana to my catch them say, Ekufuado are buying a free power. They can boast of national farms, crab 5 or Ghana. Did you see even one? Now, if even planting for food and jobs, some say, de finance individual farmers. Can you point to one farmer in Ghana? Do you know the amount of money they spent? Now, who are you going to arrest? All the farmers who they put on the list? Are you going to go around and say, if you basically wrote to planting for food and jobs and grain back, and you all have to go to jail? It doesn't work like that. Now, you find a way to block that. Planting for food and jobs. After Bawumia for the free power, NPP cannot tell you one farm supporting even one prison. They cannot tell you one farm put together by the government feed any senior high school in Ghana. The NPP, after doing planting for food and jobs, one farmer aban we jama Ghana say this farm is producing 700,000 eggs. Poultry farm. This farm is producing 10 tons of maize. They could not leave anything like that. But there was a whole thing called planting for food and jobs. Point 1, point 1, then part 1 and part 2. How much money? Over 7 billion went just like that. Now, are you going to sit there now, go back and say everyone who was involved in planting for food and jobs, let's leave everything and go catch everybody? It doesn't work. It's tough. But the notable ones that they have put before trial, those ones, we are all following it. As frustrated as you are, I am, and the president is frustrated. So these are things that we all need to understand. NPP for no Jimmy. Now, this is how this government is trying to change the energy sector in the perfect way for you. Me, I don't waste time on speculations and no, nobody can dictate energy conversation for us in Ghana. No. We will only adhere. We will follow. We will make sure the abiding sikana eyama Ghana no and no any beshe. Right now, our biggest challenge in this country for a very long time, area or how I say low current or how I so generated doom in so to yana or like to doom. The reason is that for a very long time, last week Chiremo, Bawumia Kufuado for 8 years, they didn't equip any hospital in Ghana. Do you know that? NPP from Rabon Timbeka say for 8 years, no power, no, they retooled one regional hospital to the teeth. They didn't do one. In time of free power, no, near hospitals in our say. Now, the same thing when it comes to energy. Transformers around the nation, majority of the transformers, they cannot even, at the end of the day, produce the power respective communities in here. Because you see, Adia Oba Abrochira, Emma Omo Kanya Wonsam ye easy moment and say they are able to build a lot of transformers in neighborhoods. And also Omo transformers, and just say they now bebanes will gain almost substations, which once in a while ultimate drive one could pay back so maybe a transformer be 10 20 minutes in one place na aje. But I say no, they have this mini transformers at Ebopo no. In Tebia, aha nipa 500 na waha. Sa transformers na Ebopo no, ebu be 30 waha. They are taking care of this small 500 area. So we need a lot of these transformers. Send a sa energy na. I had a year consuming, because majority of the generators in Ghana are not transformers now. AECG, ADSC, they cannot even serve. The reason is the population is opening up. Nipano air Dawson, Injuma air BA, but we are still stuck with this old transformers. Yen to me for power ni bin count, yen to me for capacity ni bin count. Into be all chats and Krigwa. Or say, oh, I had a one can another form because transformer it's been there for 20 years. And time I did transformer be so na ni pom wo ho edan wo na edan 200 and the edan 1005. This same transformer and na oma tap asa etwi. Into this transformer cannot serve to its full capacity because the pressure na what transformer no so entumi nya adwuma no. So when a government comes to power, no mka just say usika na wo dia ma ban no. Eye revenue na ban gye no okoto transformers to make sure say eye districts, neighborhoods, enough transformers will be new transformers will be put. And then a boy Emma Kania Jinaso. Obo house ya Tiana Jato transformer. That Ben out is so bit America house here Jato transformer because transformers they ejuma hani nyinano then almost space to breathe. There's no pressure on the transformers. Now transformers are Ghana no. There's pressure on the transformers because the amount of houses and now people the transformer no S7 no sa transformer now set 10 and a 7 star community no but I have one transformer. So for 8 years the NPP did not do anything about these things. Amount for gadgets say yeah at a point doom so by just say you know one thing I like about this government is when there's an issue they will tell you let's deal with this matter. It as we speak Abanwe Ekoto 1,500 huge transformers because they want to change the way your power and circulation it here. There are so many places in Ghana who used to have current. And yet Abine photo and yet ECG photo. It is because of that transformer sitting there. Now point and when say bundio or better Ghana when to change BBR, when to change transformer. The transformers have all been overloaded. Thank you very much. Transformers are Ghana 90% overloaded transformers. And recently, ECG, the Ministry of Energy, they are trying to change transformers in Ghana. And it's always steady for we need to form area be a buying car say what be change transformer. What is someone complaining about low current that? No, it's our problem. Is your bomber what is the transformer they do? Because this is how you build a nation, and we have a lot of things to correct as a people. NPP for 8 years, this country wasn't governed. We were being led by vultures. We were being led by idiots, devils. They didn't care. It was about themselves. It was about stealing from Ghana for. And to remember, this government is doing a Juma 8 years ago. The government is now doing that job. The government is now doing a Juma. At this point, is this the time for government to be changing transformers? I'm asking you. I feel now here changing transformer because transformers now say they overloaded. The NPP did not care. Hey, hospitals they were Ghana no. No money gas, oxygen. So the NPP did not care. NPP agenda one. When si ba kumpo. Obeto afare. Omani guo proye. Obeto sewia. Omani guo proye. Kumewu. Obeto a lot of us. They didn't care. They didn't put any equipment in it. All that they were doing was the fools were following Ekufuado around like a pig. These are fucking scavengers. These are liars. And then they are complaining and telling us what to do. All right, we are back from the Fanta break. In fact, is TV back? Team, I want to know, is TV back? I think my technical team, they are telling me TV is back. So if you're watching us and TV, if you're watching us and if you're watching TV, let us know if TV is back. We want to confirm. All right, team, check for me. You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Tailor. This show is With All Due Respect extended version. We are live across the nation. We are live in Africa. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are live on Facebook, Loud Silence TV. We are on Facebook, With All Due Respect page. We are streaming live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV. We are live on Multi TV tonight. We are back on TV. Loud Silence TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Get us live. Also live on radio. We have our own radio app. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. If you have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Tailor. We are still on Ghana. Now, there's something interesting, and it's got to do with energy. You're energy, now I see you Ghana for a air core. If TV is back, all right. Okay. They are still working on it. They just told me to give them a few minutes. They will get TV back on air. They told me to give them a few minutes. They'll get. All right, team. All right. Okay. Yeah. Another story. We are still doing the energy stories. We are tall. And Debbie Amekame say one of the new discoveries when it comes to CEOs, young CEOs are the CEO of Tema Oil Refinery. And I would like to tell Ghana for say this NDC government, in fact, John Mahama discovery, why year in this his first presidency, and the first time presidency, shocking. And there are young people when he sits back now, share modern bo, and especially a juma yede two almost so se omunye na enye juma ketwa. Now, one of the revelations at John Mahama, a year, and new discoveries are John Mahama, a year, the CEO of Tema Oil Refinery, Lawyer Edmond. And I say this because Oshe baby to set Tema Oil Refinery, and yet for anybody to go at this moment. One of those strategic places are Saudi obi call na onye kukudro oni technical know-how onye smart onye intelligent odi nipa ba call nipa ba be problem amount. And the reason why I'm saying say John Mahama why a lot of we're changing Ghana politics. There were some people John Mahama more opportunity for Ghana from the beginning. So many people were like Sami Jemfi obetuma ye juma we obi to say you say lawyer ya okwa kwhye Tema Oil Refinery ejuma we obetuma ye Basentali betuma ye ejuma we Nikwe Julius obetuma ye ejuma we DVLA. Now you see young men who are hungry to work, and you are seeing the difference they are making. They are not perfect. Some of them are making fundamental mistakes. That's fine. But who said the amount of Ejuma John Mahama, any responsibility? John Mahama dema these kind of people, young people. Yeah, the Ejuma we am penny for that. Tema Oil Refinery, KK Sapon, SK Sapon, dia napo. Yeah, the amount call for a day. We never got a drop of refined oil Ghana for the be that. From time John Mahama Yakofa Iwada could call Tema Oil Refinery. Iwada could change Tema Oil Refinery. You handed over power Emma Kufa de Baumia from 2016. Embassy 2024. Na Tema Oil Refinery. Obien to Mama oil and so from Ghana for the ya refine it. But you see, John Mahama Abba power. Wasade faith ashe young people be say you can do it. And today as we speak, we are seeing young politicians who have been given responsibility. Go to NPA, go to BOST. No, look at all these people. These are people on a normal day. The NPP will say Jimmy. I'm telling you, Edudita Maklo, Afedi, BOST, Lawyer Edmond, To, Julius, DVLA, Obi to say I just mentioned his name. This. All of them around. And these people are delivering. Today we are talking about Tema Oil Refinery to increase output from 28,000 barrels to 45,000 barrels daily very soon. Then you ask yourself, hey, Inti, how did we get here? Young people can change the face of Ghana, your economy. Today a young man is leading tour. From 28, they are targeting 45,000 barrels a day. And I know by the time NPP, NDC, John Mahama, now they are around by 200,000 barrels. Because this is John Mahama's first time. And John Mahama, the time, and we say, we politics. Yani say we are satisfied, no? Now, tour, refining over 100,000 barrels a day. And this is something that we are not supposed to take for granted. Gold board, NPA, BOST, TOR, DVLA. You can go to so many of them. Malik Basintele, these are young, these are below 40 years young men. Nobody is over 45 years. None of these people. Go back to NPP era. Show me to say Mickey Mouse, a Greek minister, Oseakoto, Shenenim, where did 98. Onye Kufuor we, Kwanta. He was in charge of road. Where did be dien, Shenenim, Onye Kufuor Nkwasiade. Show me to Ude Kweche, he, Osafu Mafu. Women and managing Ghana 8 years old. Ya Osafu Mafu. You step back, you see somebody like former health minister. Then you step back. No who be to say Oforiata. Then you step back, you go and see somebody like Mama Sankwasi afforded be. Look at these people. Then look at the number of finance ministers, some mobile NPP. Look at Ato Forsen. One person with his deputy. Ato Forsen. Nobody gave Ato Forsen a dog chance in Ghana. A dog chance. Nobody in Ghana gave Ato Forsen a dog chance. Nobody. And today, see what Ato Forsen has done. Imagine you give Ato Forsen the opportunity to run this finance ministry the way he's running it. Nobody gave Ato Forsen a dog chance. Because Ato Forsen didn't come with, I went to Yale, and I did and me of our ha, and I'm papa ha. Ato Forsen came and said, I want to work. Give me work to do. This is what we are seeing today. See the roads minister, Agboja. Look at the lands minister. Look at the work these people are doing. I'm not saying this government is perfect, but so the two sound NPP for then we need to keep the NDC in power for 41 years. Today we are talking about Tema Oil Refinery. Kwame Nkrumah Italians be in the 60s. They could not at the point. I went to Mama Tema Oil Refinery and fit oil ba kumpo anto. And the Kufuor de Baumia, unena de omode Tema to no oye. Napo Kenya Japan. Ene omo no more set no na omode Tema Oil Refinery ayo omo tank farm. Omo ko top pirate fuel no me begum. Tema Oil Refinery na e wo say ye adwuma na na ne fan go tie ni na yetumi ton de ye adwuma no na pomo e de ho na ye tank farm tanks na wo Tema Oil Refinery no e ho na almost store almost diesel almost personal diesel almost ton ama aban and he say we are wadwene say o de eye investor bi abape no makele no o yes o de obi bape no create asamato no so because Canada Japan napo baomiane ne nkofo they were using Tema Oil Refinery during the Kufuor's era to store their diesel into na our BDCs, bulk distribution companies. The oil no from no bar oil na nka say bani refiner no na BDCs need the oil no sebio e fango no akogu Tema Oil Refinery tank nim na pomo store no ho. They store it there into ya no mo ton ma aban into Tampuli. That MPA boss, former boss, Kromfono, Sa Tampuli, no, Sa Kwano, that is what he started doing. It's almost turn on Tema Oil Refinery, not Tampuli, to every a year, the over container him, or we ain't ordinary to ma a year, acquire him say Mozambique or China, your friend Mustafa Hamid, and also the same thing. The NPP as a political party, almost on my coast, almost to me, a Tema Oil Refinery in Yejuma. They pass by Tema Oil Refinery and could be a Central Oil. Kwasiafo. These are foolish people. Are these people you have to sit and listen to? NPP nkwasiafo we na ende ye kasa say NPP for energy wasem now ye Ghana ni we still time NPP for energy wasem what about them? You'll be a fool. And sometimes when I see people discuss NPP, now NPP ni mnyanza. NPP. So there's one thing John Mahama has done, and I would like to applaud John Mahama, especially this is one of the best discoveries. The CEO of Tema Oil Refinery. I'm telling you. Over CEO of TOR, Boss, CEO of NPA, CEO of Gold Board, DVLA. You are talking about get me the young NDC CEOs that make a job no, and these are the people running Abu Jinapo, John. We can talk about these are all young people. We didn't give these people a dog chance. These are exceptional CEOs. They are working humble, down to earth people. Go to NHIS, and I had a free year. NHIA, car, they have paid National Health Insurance. A car, na a daho. A car, National Health Insurance, better said daho. This young man who took over National Health Insurance, now go and see what is happening. And I'm at the same people focus omuja 1 billion a bit me for 4 months. Uja power 2024. And uja sika 1 billion to ho. Say a bit me for only 4 months. Now after 4 months, no, you better sika when they are NIE. NPP for Jimmy. National Health Insurance Authority. How many times do you hear people complaining, say, you don't hear it. That is how you build a nation. That is how you build a nation. You get young people who are ready to work, who are willing, who want to put everything on the line. They change the faces of stuff. And the NHIA. Hardly do you hear Ghana ni complaining about Yakoye and I'm say I bind the car into Yama Yedro. Utibi. You don't hear it. Because the government is paying on time. The government is making sure the right things are done. There's so many of these ministers working. Go to the trade ministry. This woman called Elizabeth. Look at what she's doing with the AFCT or whatever. You can see this woman is involved. You see her personally walk to the place. We saw her being on the ground and making sure. And through this woman, the president is opening, private companies are investing in Ghana. They are collaborating. All these companies are president. It's because through the trade minister, no confidence or their foreign investors. That's why today you see companies come and they are bold to say, we want to work in Ghana. We want to employ people in Ghana. It is because of the trade minister. Elizabeth. It's because of the trade minister. She's actively involved. They are working so hard. These are young people. Go to Yoko. You can see Raymond is there. Raymond is sitting there. He'll bite you. He will bite you because he's going to work with the law. He's going to make sure the right thing is done. It is my friend who is now marking time. I don't know what he wants to do, but he's not a kid. OSP. Apine. So you can see, sir, people are working. And with me, one day I'll come and do my top 10 young NDC appointees, top 10. And you'll be shocked. They are all working. And you see, obviously, some of them are arrogant, which I don't care. It's their own problem. But the ones who are humble and working, I am any chance, any opportunity to get to where they are, we need to applaud them. We need to applaud them. They are working hard. And my finest this month, I'll give it to TOR. It's one of John Mahama's discoveries. And I saw this story, and it's quite an interesting story. This one, very important story, and it was about a year. Come on. DVLA uncovers 12.5 million fake DV plate network. 5 suspects remanded. 12.5 million. Under this DVLA boss, Julius. And we all know, let us not be biased about this. This young man has done at DVLA. He might not get everything right, but you see, the zeal to work, the zeal to understand. Sometimes he works with humans. The zeal to commit to the Juma. You can see it. We had people in Ghana. They were basically putting fake DVLA plates in the system recently, because this young man said he was going to bring a new technology for our number plates to be changed, to be done properly. So a man for be end to me abuse the system. No, some people took him to court. There are so many people who were using DVLA to make money. Mamika be sure. Some confona NPP more contract under DVLA and no mubuya no. They are the people using some people in government against this man. Because this man, Wakachran who say he is going to change the DVLA and he's doing it. You might not like maybe his approach, but at the end of the day, Dipana or appointing is satisfied with his job. 12.5 million Ghana cedis operation system both fake DVLA plates for Ghana. You want to tell me this man is not working? That Ben Alti said DVLA boss under his leadership almost may uncover 12.5 million fake DV plates. That Ben Alti be Ghana. This is a young man. It's a young man. Now you can NPP man could be man a chance. Cause you from go NPP me and could be man with a chance. But John Mahama sees something in these people. And they are working. Oh, it is not like it's just names. The facts are there, the figures are there. You can see it. And under this young guy, they have the satellite DVLA offices. And the Ghana, the 24-hour DVLA offices. You are seeing it. And everywhere you go, there's a satellite DVLA office. First, people were driving miles and miles to just go and do their road testing. Today, in your community, he is building satellite DVLA offices. And it's all over the place. You see it. More truck drivers, commercial drivers, more private, and the opposite will play to area one album says, oh, DVLA officer. That is what he's doing. He's linking the country. They are innovative. They are ready and willing to work. They don't care about the sabotages. Oh. They don't care about the deliberate sabotages, people trying to step on their shoulders to be known. That one there is childish in politics. Because when somebody's working, it does not matter who you are. You cannot step on somebody's shoulder and try to look bigger than anybody. That one there, you will destroy yourself. Because and these are the things they be a Ghana for. You need to work. And that is what this guy is doing. Today, and over Ghana, people now respect the DVLA now. He has his own issues. He's trying to make sure he clears the system for the system to be better. And this guy has done so much. His priority to make sure, say, some middlemen, some corruption, a Ghanaian wants to go to DVLA, get a number plate, get a license, roadworthy license, whatever, no. He is trying everything possible to cut it out. It is not easy. You see, he's dealing with cartels. Billions. I'm telling you. There are people in Ghana. You'll be shocked. It's the same as the port. Today, people are going after the GRA boss. People are going after the finance minister because they are making serious changes. Last me say, see, to me 60%. Yes, no port to 60%. We will not need gold and cocoa. We will never need gold and cocoa again. The new commissioner said, to me, blocky holes in your port at least 60% or 70%. The amount of money Ghana will make. Yeah, here gold, yeah, here cocoa. I'm telling you, sa port no a diamond. And that is you as a Ghanaian, Sanya say na otena se no busa won say, hey, inti when you na betume see, and you tena kroma 8 years end to see. Adentra, because the NPP were not willing to help you. They were busy stealing from you. Now look at this. Under NDC government, Ghana has land transit. Ghana bans land transit of rice, sugar, frozen food in addition to cooking oil. Menoka say under John Mahama's administration, obian to me between your man fibu bion fanko Burkina and fanko Mali. And bibi to say anwa, bibi to say eye emo, bibi to say eye sugar, bibi to say frozen eye food. Sa enkokone untumi nka say me wo Burkina Faso makra be dru Ghana border bibe yegu tracks him and I say articulate him amana nantia ko Burkina say no etwam yenye bi mo Ghana. tie ade bi ebe shipe abagana port say cooking oil say mo say frozen food say esichire a ni nyina ka Ghana ha ya yenye transit ye fa ngu ka mu say ye twia ko Burkina so Burkina ni na ready on ship on fangu play mu ko krom. So this is how you seal the loopholes. Say now the building mine. And let me tell you, say you're going to say for the next 16, 24 years and more, you'll be shocked. Ghana, nobody is going to even complain about anything. Because you see, recently, your cartel be a port wa. The omu yana say, omu Ghana for my mental trick, you know. Na omakofa angwa, ana engwa, omu say angwa, engwa snail no. No makofa angwa, no makofa eyedie, emo, no makofa sugar. No makofa frozen chicken, dien chicken drum, chicken tasha. Omo ba in large quantities, so it will have $60 million. Omo ba na omni custom officers be a deal. No mo tia be $1 million. No mo yisa nyo mani nyine gu ka say, oh, the final destination nipa no oye Burkina ni into they call Burkina. Into basically, the Americans say no they are in transit. Let me tell you. Sa nyoma no mo say in transit $60 million ah omotume break jail wo port wana omni custom officials be a deal no omri nyoma ni gu car ni mu a na car no sa we bill na da car no so no receipt na gu car ni na kire say nyoma we nyina ye $10 million ye de ko Burkina no omuchi car na ye de ko Lome omuduru awonafo du krom a no ma dane omo ho no ma offload gu car foforo mu omo dane omo ho a no ma offload wo border ho omo ntrawo no ma say offload gu car from na car na say they abase air transit goods from Togo to Ghana. Now do you hear? So what is going to happen is say sankofo na omo ntua your port duties and anya ade ne tra border into about 80 million worth of good. Near say their brand will Kumasi, their brand Takrade, their brand Accra, not to Ghana or so papa mbobra. So omo ji goods no into be trailers 30 and then so emo Togo omo boa Ghana for into Omomaka because the custom officers no they don't follow the car all the way to the border. No, nobody's going to follow any truck from Temaport all the way to Burkina Faso. Nobody's going to do that. Into cars nyina eswa so 15. Oh, where the rich man be or Burkina oton enwa, oton frozen food, oton emo, oton sugar. 15 cars, $80 million. Oma shisha nyoma no, oma twa mo tema. And the transit receipt atoso. Into idea ni nyina say omo tia Temaport omo du air border no so omo betua ansa na ewura Togo no car no kwa na du a flower na dane no ho another truck is waiting na omo flooding ni nyina gum na omo ye we bill atoso it is going to Kumasi sa nyoma ni nyina will turn around and they will come back to Kumasi, they will come to Takrade, they will come to Accra near Ghana. That is what they do. That is why the government is saying we are banning any land transportation of these goods. So, we can have ways to deal with the Burkinabés. We can deal with our neighbors with this issue. They can sit with them and fine-tune some things. But majority of the things in this form, that is what they do. Inti Sadi Pana, wait me breaking jail, tax jail, our port, no, I win 80 million, no, a year custom official ban or police ban or barrier to our old Janica. Obey just $500,000. No, the driver back who udra to every border to Lome. He's going to pay because he has been able to get away with $80 million worth of goods. Into a $500,000, every official be all to be a those things will pass through. So no boiling or frying, no boiling or the roasting. Yemfa obiamfa eduani biamfa from asamasa. Drinking na me dey akire wo no. Omo ye wifo fucking. Eh? Ghana your custom officials are omo ye billionaires. Custom officials. Your custom officials are Okotema Porter. We are doing some work, eh? It will shock the core of this nation. And I'm doing this to help John Mahama. Maybe expose be. Your custom officials are almost about 200 trucks. I articulate the AC tema. Omo trucks na ye adwuma wo tema. You'll be shocked. Custom official on the Burkina Faso and ye adwuma. On the Nigeria for the ye adwuma. On the trucks and the find your custom official who is a civil servant. You're about 10. They are billionaires at the port. It's not a joke. And all these things. Remember, time at NPP were power now, Gabi was controlling the port. Do you know that? Meaning, Fremont Paris, Brane Champon, they have contract at Tema Port. So many people at Tema Port, they don't know. Yeah. And they changed the latter part of election 2024. They changed it into people's names. A yom contract, Brane Champon. Fremont Paris. So you are dealing with people like this, and you see them like that. They want power again. They know what they can do with that power. Now, the dangerous thing is that right now, no, you see, almost had another plan about because John Mahama at for somebody a new system about a blocking holes no create. So almost lines, they are creating another plan. That is what they are good at. They are dangerous scavengers. In 2016, no been himself NPP Bapa or Ghana. You saw what they did. Everybody was shocked. Now it's a trauma. Now you're to kasa. Obia freezing and near. They took everything. We were watching them. Japadie, PDS. And you see, it is not the reason why I to abana a yene etisa abana say we have to learn a lesson from that. And what do we have to do? We need to block those things. Send your in the future, no, obin opportunity to on to me beam. So it is not all about Chiweko Tumo. It's not all about arrest this person and jail them. We want people arrested. We want people jailed. But we need to know, make sure, say, the main thing of sad cartel no creating now they're able to dupe the system. No, we have been able to block it. That is the priority. Because one to man, yes, sir. Let me tell you. Ochi MPP for gumunne. Na ye jiminti yeso ye best science na yakoto ma MPP obapa obeyi omu nyina. Unusa. Ana sometime mo ndwene sa anyoma we ho. We want prosecution. We want prosecution. Now, ya MPP for gumunne. When to mamwa end this moment na power 41 years. Sa ochi chema untumi tumunne. Na sa okoto abama MPP the next 4 years. NPP power, the first thing Baumia will do is to make sure Chema Wuntumi is out. Give to Aware is out. Aidoo Buahen is out. It will not take a year. Obe release your money now. Now, the only way we can see them die in jail is to keep NDC in power for 41 years. And the only way we will not get their likes to come back and create another strategy is to keep NDC in power and keep these people. So even though a prosecution is delayed, at the end of the day, everybody who has to go to jail will go to jail, but they need to stay in jail till they die. Do you understand? It is not about ya be pray also be go jail. Ya be pray no be go jail in there. Na yentumi anya dwuma no. Na 4 years, 8 years power free and so they will devise another plan. They will destroy this nation. Now, to stop it for good, because Chema Wuntumi Uchini Shemunne now kodani to me ma MPP or Chama Mbe obe say forest or Ghana nyina. Obe giri bibia togu. Because at that point, we John Oba Ohuni se nisika ashe obese no kra. It's what you do and they say if you push him inside, he stays in there. When the NDC is in government for 41 days, yes, he stays there, he dies there. That is what you do. That is how you stop crime. That is how you stop corruption. So it is not about the quickness. It's about putting them in and staying in power. Because what this shame now free power OBPA. I'm telling you, our court system. You know how these things work. You see, so the jail in there, they have to go to jail. The prosecution, they have to be prosecuted. And not jail also. But to keep them in jail for long, for them to die in jail, we need to make sure we keep the NDC in power for long. So NDC jail will be this year, next year. Now, NDC na NDC free power 2029. All those criminals today you are seeing, they will come and rule you. It's a fact. They say, Ujeli MPP before 2029. Now, Mwambwa NDC about women and building Ghana, Sibia or building Mwambwa, ama yejina hold Ghana bium. Now done it to me more. Every criminal today you jail will come back. And when they come, they are more daring. They are more dangerous. They will kill everybody. They will destroy the nation because they are coming with some hatred. So the only way you can stop corruption permanently is to make sure we start from now. Keep the power with NDC. Keep them in power for long. Anybody who goes inside stays there and dies there. It will serve as a deterrent to anybody in the NPP, anybody in the NDC. Now they will learn and understand. Because Mama Kevin been sure NDC about we bet match nipa 50 gum 2027, 28, 29. So when you answer now done it to me my MPP, every single one of them will come home. And they are coming home to come and rule you. They are coming home to come and do more damage. They are coming home, they are coming after you because it's all revenge for them. At the end, you could die jail at your expense. If we can stop corruption, if we can stop what we saw the last 8 years, we should have one thing in our head. Prosecution is important. It does not matter when it happens. But what we can do to stop corruption is when people are prosecuted and jailed, we keep that NDC in power for long. To keep those people in power in jail for long, some of them have to die there. That is the only lesson that corrupt government officials and politicians will learn. Because if we don't do that, the moment you push 10, 50 people into jail today, MPP by 2029, now your mistake. Obey you, yes, obey to me, aye. Near to Krumha. And a J.A. Kufuor. Chatuchikata, sorry. The case, the way it was going, he didn't like it. And I like the statement John Mahama made recently. I'll say, the people we all know have committed crimes, and the Attorney General is investigating and following the law and prosecuting. They also need to have their day in court. Meaning, John Mahama understands that the law, as much as we are all frustrated, we want a prosecution to happen. Those people to have they have to have their day in court, and having their day in court is they are going to delay the process, which is fine. They are going to dilly-dally, which is fine. They are going to find co-mini ways because right now they hold money. They are going to slow the system down, which is fine. But at the end of the day, the utmost priority is to make sure judgment is passed and people who are guilty serve jail term. Now, Mokai Taima Tadishikata. Ni case Nekosno, Kufuor could not wait because Kufuor was hurt inside. He wanted to give the MPP some blood to suck. So Kufuor was basically doing politics. What he did was Sunday. He went after him. The judge who was on the case was changed overnight. A new judge was brought in less than 72 hours. Tajikata was put in jail. That is how the NPP operates. It does not mean every president should operate that way. It does not mean John Mahama has to do it that way. John Mahama has to make sure that the law applies. People are given the opportunity to also defend themselves. But at the end of the day, so Kodim ran left. Now say went to make you one. When you go inside, you're not supposed to come home. That's sometimes you're really too much. We forget easily. We get too comfortable easily. Now I'm an MPP for me say nobody should discuss NPP. Whatever they put out, they ignore them. The focus is that today I wanna focus in a The focus is that today in Krankwan, the focus is Enoko Buna, the focus is Kokoro. That is the focus. The focus Abani is creating opportunities. The focus the government is being diligent in its expenses. The focus the government is governing with 15 less than 60 ministers. The focus is John Mahama told us that he was going to bring inflation down. He has brought it down. Things are cheap now. We are talking about things that we were struggling with. This government has come and it is gradually working on them. So we need to understand that is governance. That is governance. You need to be strategic because you see, say you're too comfortable. That is when Kwasi can talk in Ghana. Let me tell you, Ghanaians. Me was an MPP press conference and I see it as concert party. I will not come and sit here and discuss MPP program. Come here, Jimmy. What am I going to get from it? No one is answer when you know MPP for. This is a political party that is in opposition as we speak. A political party in opposition. Registration, they are even rigging registration. They are rigging registration. They say people should come and register and contest for positions. They are rigging it. And the NPP to launch online platform to boost membership registration. You know what is happening? Omo na registration no some members one person be joining NPP no be joining be register or register this is the time so person ye treasure obetima contest o person ye de dia unim de omo ye Mahamudu Bawumia ne MPs na omo supporting no registration no omo de nyina ko hye dem omo so mo bia register you know why because omo pese Canada Japan phone call for ba be pick forms abe contest obia until right now no registration na enkoso is almost going online. Now, physical crowd to man, online. I'll go. This is a party. They are stupid. So, registration on no. Technically, while person be joining NPP biano, brabe register. We a party member who card be register. Positions no ye ba my positions. From lower to up into bia. Omunim secretary Japan call for ba be forms. Omunim say Brandy Champon call for no ever be forms. Now. Sir, Canada Japan call for no forms are omoko contest no be winni. Eba be treasurers, eba be coordinate a party coordinator, eba be DND. Right now, what they are trying to do is say they are preventing MPP4 from picking forms to register to also come and vote because Bawumia Emma delegates promise delegates catcher Bawumia say some rigi election mano. Now so almost starting from up to bottom strategy na so winia. He should also do everything possible for all of the national executives to win. And then the MPs to Omokomo primaries they will win. The only way Nana Bimo and Justin Kodiumbe to make keep on position and they say they need to keep the old members, they register. That is why they are preventing people from registering. They are preventing new people from registering. A rule, they should not allow new people to register. Because the moment you bring in new people, what is going to happen is Kennedy is going to pump money. His people are going to contest Bawumia's people. The Bawumia people are going to lose their positions. They are going to vote against Bawumia's national executives who rigged the elections for him. Suddenly, the party is saying, oh, registration, so see the Oko constituency, who forms into Ben online. Now, online, no, maybe echo. Me say online now muslim kwesa uni baby ekọ they don't care enko baby o register online na obi ansanka and the oko constituency MP na beji forms or beji register no ko MPs na registers no ko executives na registers no ko that is the nonsense we are seeing. And the NPP is a crazy political party. Makache Ghana for say nobody in Ghana should trust the NPP. Yeah. So to Ghana na say utie sanko fo say and the Ghana ye ka say yes I NPP for aye program na oye Ghana ni wasora no pa say ukutie NPP. Na NPP omu ni nyansa. E die nyansa sam na NPP wo. Omo ba be ka kire wo Ghana and say I NPP kasantie ekotie no mo mesesa de en. NPP de no betuma asesa de no betumi abeka Ghana ho. All that they can do is, hey, NDC, ade we de enkoye o, inti enkoye inti enye den. Hey, NDC nanko so we omunya ne right, nanko say right. Iran ne America for ko, inti fu on enkosoro, ne ahwe de NDC beye, inti ne aye den, inti fu on ko du 30 a, yentuma ba omia na. Fu on ko du 30 a, yentuma ba omia na, ene ne ebusa mo. Na enti yakoto ba omia na eya Iran ne America ko ena fi woni kodu 30 enti yentoma ba omia na yenya den NPP so mo ye press conference adentra nyoma bi ombo njo so okay yate ase enti yenya den enti yentoma ba omia me president no me den because we are looking at inflation single digit, we are looking at interest rate, everything down. Now ba omia me den enti mo ye press conference agibisa mo yenya den enti na me be waste me time na ma betena ha MPP for akoye program ti ye me chirichiri nkwasiafo na me am ti MPP ba for akotoko titi ni morom ele kwoti MPP na odi bofuro nkwan kura modi na tab na me eko. Now here let me show you how foolish these people are. Also recently they were making noise all over the place. No mu ye dede Cocoa Akrachi for cocoboard former cocoboard CEO Joseph Aidoo returns state vehicle. NPP ni na ohwe cocoboard so no. After omu wie sika ni nyina wie no, wasatam aban ka no ko. Afa no so de aba. After 1 year. Enso nkwasiafo we ka che Ghana for cocoduafo say ye domo. Me say obo ka wie no. Aban ka na onyansi wo na another CEO ba wa use no, Randy Abebe use no, or the ka na kodi gantra for the kofie. Afa na kuma to ne yem say or the ka na ba kwasiafo we. Enkwasiafo we, omni principle bia wa brabom. They see everybody to be stupid. They don't respect anybody. Let me read the story. Mr. P, Mr. S, thank you very much. This is the story. I'm reading the story intro. Now, when you read the story, this is what it says. O free cocoboard no. And also Ojaka and Randy Abeno. Was a hot TV ni car ni the coffee. I feel also the Abba. But chicken and seno. Head of Public Affairs at Cocoboard, Jerome Sam, said the vehicle was driven into Cocoboard parking area at dawn on February 27, 2026. Ahumachi. Time na omuko koko kuafo ho no. Eko ka chom so koko kuafo ye koko no and this na Cocoboard former boss no. Ko de ahumachi no de ka no ko si wo no de ki to so fum. Or two can go so the kigusu formalization fum. Oh, somewhere Jimmy NPP for Jimmy. Now I'll read this story and I'll say, Mr. Sam added that Cocoboard would decide on the matter after the ongoing investigations are concluded. And I quote, the car has been in the possession of the former CEO for over a year. That is 14 months. 1 year, 2 months for no reason. If there was no former requisition, then on what justification must the car be in your possession? Whereas the CEO, Randy Abe, was left with no vehicle. So all this time, he has been using his own private vehicle. Randy Abe ba no, car na nanko se abrantie we former Cocoboard boss no ejasi wo no be use no. Abrantie no for car na ba ma twena. Senka CID for ko peke former Cocoboard CEO na, o meka kire ye say NPP for na ye tata, wo wom kwasia, wo tibi amagimi. You will see a fool like Afenyomakin. He will come and stand in parliament. Ni who fin a dirty guy who is not consistent or truthful Afenyomakin. Senka yoko foko peke papa we say adentina we free office. Na a whole year ka enya wodia. Wodia ko si ufie a si woni nika anka nkwasiafo betina radio so abeka kire say I NDC air tata obi papa. Now you see it. These were the same people are. Omuko koko kuafo ho ye domo. Omo wie koko kuafo ka. Omo wie koko kuafo ka akosi fie. Omo tam koko kuafo ka akosi fie afa. We are good. I think TV is back. You see, Sakwa we anka yoko eko pekeno. Sanka National Investigation Bureau for eko pekeno. Sanka CID for ko pekena. Anka NPP for a press conference say an honorable man. He finished his work. He's at home and Rambo style. Kwasia for bro for ba komote Rambo style. Me wini po beka sa asem tu omutrim. NPP for the mu ye nwan. Mu ye kwasia for ma. Mu ye mpuro. Mu ye noa. I said before kwano mo nananom de chechire party no I said mama bodam mumu bi mo Jimmy dodo me see we nke na Uncle Becca say and then Jakwa went to the former CEO's office and in a Rambo style they went to his house to retrieve the car and he could have driven the car back. Kwasia, if you know you could have driven the car back, why did you hand over the car? A year, almost 2 years or the huchi carry the kosher jantra for. But you see these foolish people, these antelopes, this disease of nicompoons, vegetable caricatures, demonic insolent saboteurs. These are human nomenclatures derived from disease in Nwankwain. These are the foolish people who exhibit the highest form of Jandaism. hooliganism and foolishness, excruciating, demonic, Scandinavian saboteurs. These fools, omudi adwa bini wia NPP for moi.
Bene, me call my phone ni makonya adwa. Ana makuno. Oh, adwa. Share the nine. Oh, the 90 is a pencil. Oh, adwa. The tino dear, bofuano. Miana me fat taste. Adwa so nem kwade. And then ni binino, piniha. Fatum. Momu he ni binino. Aha. Unu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adwa binin kwa. Nem kwade. And then ni binino, piniha. Fatum. Momu he ni binino. Aha. Unu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adwa binin kwa. Ne. Me call my phone ni makonya adwa. Ana makuno. Oh, adwa. Share the nine. Oh. The 90 is a pencil. Oh, adwa. The tino dear, bofuano. Miana me fat taste. Adwa so nem kwade. And then ni binino, piniha. Fatum. Momu he ni binino. Aha. Unu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adwa binin kwa. Bene.
O kan so di ni patam. O kan so di obi atam. O kan so di obi atam. Ade ba kwa me kai wa branti wan so osabronye. O kan bi so what di patam imbre bi mete se na odi matam we nyina manka bibia. Na obi timi tina ho eku abo atwitwa nam. Na abo ne bini no ene no buntuo na egu abo ne yemu no ebini no watete egu chansim. Watete bini no abo ne bini no ene no watete egu chansim. Ema miken time odigu chansim no na ebi agugu chansim nti odi nsabo nsuo ma na odi afa ho na afa ne ketrema so adan a edi se bini ne pete. Chese miken otiti bini gu chance ni mu no na ebi abo egu chance nti ode ne nsa bo nsuo ma na ode afa chance no sei na ode afa se ebini ne be pete. Ai Kevin bodam David ni say ya onka bibia o remote show Nyankopon sem sei e heaven and ode ato channel 4 Ghana. Nyankopon we yi say Nyankopon infantinyi ono okete Yesu wo ma me remote ai na me fanto na channel no. Say Nyankopon the God's Comedy Channel Ghana anopeyo and on the channel na to or the remote na to channel 4 Ghana and I got to hear this not to one or channel na Onyankopon busa no honsam wo trim. Say ne ba wa born se ne so on say wa born se ne so you see nyame bo nipa se ne so ne seso na ne ba na wa born wo de ne tie abon no efiri oba mfimu no or the mfimu ye do sie ne mfimu japade de born yere na onyame te so no hwe osuani no ma born se me seso e na oto no odi adoa ho adanse enya adoa no nko awo adoa bini. And then the chance no o hwe chance na line bi da ho me ya sure say omotiti adoa bini gum no o de nsa bonsuo no o de fa ho se na be ya de anene ho no o de fa ho se no adoa bini ne be se be ko for we dey I can't story me. Guy be not area bi o se dey say we are go story that about be refi we two no guys no mo story ni where a girl be no ne a guy but ni girl be ti neighborhood o pe girl no Kevin na o feel get o suani na go fast we abo ka me ko me be me story dey aka ma me fa wo yishem because ye dey sua dey na guy feel girl no but na as we be o tinom nyina use the same KVIP on say mo amususa no tete KVIP ne ba ne dey ne we chire na be ma dey ne we nim na ne a drop papa bi na jo to suara no on say KVIP be black and white no there go. Inti no music tete KVIP bomba no ai obo si draw nipa bi no papa mbema na side a drop papa wo hye punk na jo tutuara ene mbema side male ena fi mani abob ya draw ma bi no kuta ese eye kura aha inti gan no fili girl no mantem ho bana eye KVIP no area ho osiani na go fa asem we abo mi refi ache ena said be an okọ KVIP na on say man de ne fa say na mbema de na on time person girl ni be hu no inti ono twen Inti girls say chicho butu ewie na omko no. Ai, na ono so later fast na okọ KVIP ho. Na we twa to na fast. Na day bi okọ no sa wa time ni ye. Time no bofa ho. Ready matem boy. Time no bofa ho. Inti owura KVIP na otwa de to wie no. Opie ye na dabi okọ KVIP by mistake no. Ena on say KVIP no inside no ye tutu amena no. Ena eyini wom no. Ha. Sa opatre ye unim patriment. Sa oslepe na ne nan ekoshem na ne nsa so koshemu. Oh. KVIP so there onsa koshem na ona koshem a. Enye easy. Sa de no so sadien you na girl no so ba KVIP boga so what time ahwe so obi amba nka opie fast. Na nka wakọ public bathhouse akọ horo ne nsa ene ne na ho. Enti che say oye so opie no ope story oh. Akwani twale tuma no wakọ patrema ne nsa akọ KVIP mu. Into oye fast the PS girls listen to we chile like of feeling girl no get go friends I will feel no into time of pie no oye fast o pie no ni get share and I guess hey Frankie now go hin also mini pebi na koto gobe and that if you come in sound out besa kam ko fie e wo bitim bebre nyoma bebre go bitim na osiani na go click story no into opatre no pie no o no share girl no oh Frankie na uye den was oh when put the mungu yaro na wato gobe bi na gobe no etempo besa go from inside of here ai weja obo down eh osiani me feel what
na me call mafuom ni makonya adoa ana makuno oh adoa o hwe ne nan oh ne nan te sa pansere oh adoa di tino de bofo no me ana me fa taste adoa so ne nkwa ade ena ni bini no pini ha fatum momu hwe ni bini no aha wunu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adoa bini nko a ena ni bini no pini ha fatum momu hwe ni bini no aha wunu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adoa bini nko a ena ni bini no pini ha fatum momu hwe ni bini no aha wunu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adoa bini nko a
wunu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adoa bini nko a ye osuani sa 30,000 of Ghana ogi se da form o kan di bini no ase asoso o say I had down the osuani me feel wo osia obo bini no so no asere ya ne sa se pensere o so beto so mu akurase no ma ya tan no my time no na mo ha opim de boa no say ba e adoa bini agigim aw nana chanchan hine me do aw nana se chanchan hine ma just my week go nana ojufo nana me do now moment to aso story ni de bi wo mo aw me de say osieni na ko click ade no o say me metim baby o e osieni ko click ade ade tina o click ade de pe na e flow iti anyam e Mr. Ed say, or the Oseni the number go form. Hello, dear Billy Guchess. Oseni, or the number nutrients in woman, protein, or the go form. I know dear Billy Guchess. I'm go away.
Nane, me call my food, ni makonya adoa, ana makuno. Oh, adoa ne nan oh ne nan te sa pansere oh adoa di tino de bofo no me ana me fa taste adoa so ne nkwa ade ena ni bini no pini ha fatum momu hwe ni bini no aha wunu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adoa bini nko a
me say osuani de nam na gu form no de bini na gu nchansi Ghana where nine so me ba Ghana ba besro osuani osia o shoe size say unpobo size say na o jeans size yes say na ma me o man nyina sizes na say enche ba Ghana na me shopping kakra bi mre nkora no ai osuani wankasa o shirt o say and now waist yes say na unpobo na wife so size na wo ma no ai na say Easter I metuma ba kura na mfa mo obi no mfa mro me feel papa what you try na gu form na wo de abini na gu chance mosia Miss Masiesu Yak Ejima we dey too much. Enya dey abejai.
It's always a plus for me to wake up every day knowing that I am in the celestial citadel of activism and excellence.
Hold on. Yahweh.
I am at the celestial citadel of activism and excellence, where tetraorgasmic and ultra-tetrabalicious intellectuals are brought forth.
What is all of this?
It can only be found from the quintessential archives of the Chief Vanda. A plus for me to wake up every day knowing that I am in the celestial citadel of activism and excellence.
Hold on. Yahweh.
I am at the celestial citadel of activism and excellence, where tetraorgasmic and ultra-tetrabalicious intellectuals are brought forth.
What is all of this?
It can only be found from the quintessential archives of the Chief Vanda.
Just I didn't say kuro ma ka che nyanko ma ka nyame tie me o. I say clay me nyankopon. I say clay papa. Ghana no osi wadam. I say clay papa. Inka ezibo inka edibo apon fi panko yi Ghana fo nyipa bebre wo Ghana na nka nyi da ebo won na nka ode de ya apon fi posna na da wiwiu eva de wo onyankopon Ghana fo bebre wo na nka nyi da nka ebo won na nka nyi da ebo won dem Ghana fo o da nka edi won ya apon fi review empatia na posna bibi dam na yada yen chehwe na nka yezi na Ghana for well waste with time papa who creativity wa ko waste onyankopon we jim papa. All right, now let's take our business. Auditor General some audit be ewo 2024 Auditor General the report aba now osha report ni ma emu ahwirem na mka se emu ahwirem a dreamer NPP edi Ghana for on say we study a omo nkesa anyoma we hu nsebo omo nya we hu press conference na they don't do these things. Omo journalists for na they move away from these things. Omo person make kan wasam amawate dream omo di Ghana NPP for no me see opposition dey ye dey bo omo se omo nya adwuma omo nyina ye jobless NPP ni bia nya adwuma on say we study a so omo pe Ghana yi a sa anyoma say na nka so omo de ba na omo be press conference na nka omo chirechirem sa anyoma we omo kan wasam dabi because omo nim say the more Ghana for ehun sa anyoma we no Ghana for be hu say omo ye abodamfo ani say omo chance omo mba tumi hu na omo yanko tie de esi me say nde utibie no wakoma. The question is okwa kwachi omo nyina egum, but what we can do is yem protect it, yem create different options to seal all these holes. The first thing to do, the first punishment, also punish MPP, is never to allow them to come close to power. And then the first punishment. So you are angry. MPP for now. The first thing you need to tell yourself is to say the biggest punishment MPP for is to keep them away from power and never to vote for the MPP. That is the best punishment. Forget about the communities. So you're Ghana Nina so which the MPP said they don't have to come close to power again. Now person punish them forever and ever. Keep them out of power. Let them come nowhere close to power again. And what do you have to do? Vote against them. Now Momianko Auditor General report. Auditor General rejects 8.1 billion. 8.1 billion out of the 68.7 billion in claims made on government at the end of 2024 over unsupported documentations, duplications, overstatements, being already paid items, falsified stores, receipts, advice, and no work done. Okay? Juma dia Auditor General Edino. With to me, I try through the auditor through investigations and the MPP time or no. Now before I even go into this 8.1 billion now through this Auditor General to me a claim no I'm try debi. And the Deputy Finance Minister was in Parliament. See the MPP for Sir audit here me reach we a MPP time. Me we am show Auditor General's statement ma chawa debi. Auditor uncover forged store receipts advice, that's SRA, at Defense Ministry. requesting payment of 4.8 million to a company for vehicles meant for border surveillance and monitoring of the 2024 general elections, which were never delivered. Deputy Finance Minister, Auditor General report no, or yen audit we no in 2024 under Bawumia and the Kufuado, $4.8 million. Omo de sasika ne ma company bi say onkoto cars mra na cars no onfa bi ma immigration national security no monfa enye the NCC your borders no monfa protect your borders and na monsa fa cars ni bi mra ne ye beto aba omo no fa be monitor aba no emu ba kumpa amba almost 5 million Ghana cedis tete Ghana ska no o hye 5 million Ghana cedis 500 billion no e de come nhia enko ho obi beka se na on chi omungum report we and then you release here. Hey, I didn't NDC here. I don't know much of Wegum. Now you're going to start investigations. Do you know how long it's going to take? So you need to be patient. And today I heard the majority leader, Ayariga, saying, this audit report, Parliament should not put a parliamentary committee together to investigate it. We should give it to a security agency like Yoko, like the CID, like a credible security agency to do the investigations. Why are we allowing Parliament to investigate this? No. The Speaker of Parliament, so a legitimate man or kanokra, he will tell the Yoko to take over this investigations, this audit report. No? The Speaker of Parliament will say we should hand it over to Yoko to do the investigations, NIB to do the investigations. But you know what? The NPP are saying, say, oh, investigations, Yama Parliament in your investigations into the audit report. No. Almost 5 million Ghana cedis. Almost on kotoka asaba. Company na yehu company no. Kas na bakumpo amba anda baumia. Now, this too has to be investigated. Can you use 2 days to jail anybody? No. So everything is a process. And those people, when they are caught, they need to have their day in court. Or some court defend you more. So you see, it is not that easy. But at the end of the day, as far as say Albino and NDC no power and quantity, keeping the NDC in power is a sure bet to say these people will go to jail and stay in jail for long. But say, oh that okay say, and the mama say ban ye chi obi tumunde ba omia ba obe yi no. Yes. But say anybody ko shem 18, 20, 24, 32 years na NPP ama power. Obi nyina be wo jail. Ye de be sua de. Somebody, people will learn from it. People will now understand. Now, Mamin Chow, let's go. Mamin Sancho Bako. Auditor General flags 10.5 million payment to a fictitious buffer account at a commercial bank under the 1D1F scheme. 10 million amount for be creative documents as accounts or Ghana Commercial Bank under Baumia and Auditor General Aidoo. It catches a Sasika Sa 10.5 million we are you fake money. Yeah, they are more biakodi. You need to open investigations. The people, when they are caught, they need to have their day in court. Now, Obe blame John Mahama and NDC. No, I go to blame Attorney General. All these things are there, and then you cannot go to court one day and say, "What do you case?" You need to build a case. 10.5 million. 10.5 million. One district, one factory. On send there, on this omoka. We enya the MPP for bedi hun komo. Omu ye wifuo. I mention another one. Audit uncovers falsified claim by the Ministry of Education. Country, Onenapo. Audit uncovers falsified claims by the Ministry of Education of 160 million arrears to teacher trainees as of December 2024. Auditor General here audit no ohun say under country under MPP na eye abano edi teacher training for allowance up to 160 million. Omo discuss kan nyina. Sala wano mo tia ye audit so a omo discuss no. Now let's go listen to the Deputy Finance Minister today in Parliament.
Falsified stores receipt advices intended for misappropriation of public funds. Mr. Speaker, auditors uncovered transactions worth 9.4 million Ghana cedis supported by forged stores receipt advices, SRAs, that had been used to justify requests for payment for goods that were never delivered. Ministry of Defense, 4.8 million. A contract between the Ministry of Defense and a company for vehicles intended for border surveillance and monitoring of the 2024 general election revealed that despite the issuance of stores receipt advice, which is an official document confirming that goods have been received, dated 12 October 2024, the vehicles were never delivered. Similarly, the Judicial Service appeared to be caught in a web of falsified stores receipt advice. While an SRA dated 25th October 2024 claimed the receipt of 7 Toyota saloon cars, as soon as the audit was initiated, the supplier wrote to the Judicial Service on 10th April 2025, indicating their inability to supply the said vehicles as scheduled. This shows that fraudulent documents were submitted to the Ministry of Finance for payments, and steps have been taken to avoid the recurrence of this incident. Mr. Speaker, these cases illustrate a disturbing pattern of fraud designed to deprive the people of Ghana hundreds of millions of cedis of public funds.
Oh, the NPP. This is a new one from the Auditor General. And these people, they think we are forgotten. That's what I'm saying, say. As much as these prosecutions are taking long, there's a lot. What's in some of Finance Minister kind? Now, let's go back and listen to other things he said.
Mr. Speaker, fictitious debt of 89.4 million Ghana cedis. The then Ministry of Trade and Industry in 2024 submitted a request of 89.4 million Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Finance to be transferred to 5 commercial banks as government's contribution to interest payments under the One District, One Factory initiative. The Ministry of Finance subsequently processed same to the Controller and Accountant General's Department for payment. But Mr. Speaker, this particular request was part of BTA's sitting at the Controller and Accountant General's Department awaiting cash for payment. When auditors contacted these 5 banks to confirm the liability, every single one of them denied being owed any amount by government under the said arrangement. According to the auditors, the said 89.4 million Ghana cedis debt was fictitious. Without the audit intervention, a whopping 89.4 million Ghana cedis of hard-earned public money could have been disbursed to settle this non-existent liability. Mr. Speaker, only God knows how much of taxpayers' money has been lost to similar fictitious claims. Right, Honorable Speaker, payment of 10.5 million Ghana cedis was recorded as having been made into an account named the buffer account at a commercial bank. Upon verification, the bank confirmed that it had never received such payment. The account number cited did not exist within the bank's records and did not even conform to its account numbering format. The evidence from the audit pointed to a completely fictitious account. Mr. Speaker, as a result of these fictitious accounts linked to the One District, One Factory payments, the entire 1D, 1F scheme requires a forensic audit which will be carried out soon. More so when government is said to have spent 391 million Ghana cedis as its contribution towards 1D, 1F interest subsidies as at the end of 2020.
What we assume? This is NPP terminal report, Auditor General of Ghana report. No, 2024 damage on we no. We are show. See the akane.
The unfounded teacher trainee arrears. The the Ministry of Education reported unpaid allowances totaling 160 million Ghana cedis to teacher trainees under the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. When auditors engaged GTEC, the agency confirmed that as of December 2024, there were no outstanding arrears. Over 159 million Ghana cedis would have been lost but for this audit. Mr. Speaker, an amount of 6.1 million Ghana cedis appeared on the Ministry of Education's BTA schedule at the Controller and Accountant General's Department, even though the same funds had already been paid by a donor partner. Such entries opened a door for double payments and exposed a dangerous pattern of weak oversight and porous coordination between donor and government financial records. Mr. Speaker, auditors identified BTAs totaling 293 million Ghana cedis for 6 MDAs with no documentation. There were no contracts, no IPCs, and no record of any executed work. Mr. Speaker, the breakdown of the unsupported BTAs are as follows. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 241.2 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Roads and Highways, 26.3 million Ghana cedis. Judicial Service, 18.2 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Special Initiatives, 3.7 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Health, 2.4 million Ghana cedis. And the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, 782,262 Ghana cedis.
Courtesy Joy News, fake news. Now, this is what they did. Now we are talking about 4.4 billion in recycled invoices, fake invoices. 4.4 billion recycled invoices. Oforiata, head Baumia, head of economic management team. That is what they were doing. 4.4 billion in recycled invoices. You're throwing.
All right, so that is it. Añgry Kevin Tailor. Any ensema or the two Idana, Natchez Sebi, NPP for ready or more a man boy for. I ni kwanse ye more ba anywhere close to power. Yes, anywhere close to power. Madika Kacho say these are the people omo eba omo ambeye sebi omo afefo nso aba no omo ya. They are the same people sitting somewhere throwing stones onto the field. Omo ntimi anye o mfanche memesu etikakra. Omo ntimi anye but ene MPP aban efiri so ndisi aban baaye no a omo eye no omo ti baby na omo kasa omo ti baby eno omo make childish comments and Madika kachi ndisi for Chairman Wontumi should be jailed. Chairman Wontumi endra mitinu should be ana enipa ena Chairman Wontumi endra mate se osi oni the application bi akoto court a o kire mu se oni asem bi aka edifa tano numrem forest no ehu enti so oni asem ka court bi sa wase na so oni asem ka dia which means say udifo silence me concern which means say entansa na court no edibo which means say blames no any charges na court no ediabo ni na it is assumed say udifo and you can be jailed and I say udifo so dia you will be jailed. You will be jailed. In this answer no ena Chairman Wontumi anano endra mete say ne lawyers ene ono ankasa omonde abeto ono ena make say hey chairman bedemu afi in fact chairman beko some MPP for send this for anyiro mo ho and jeli MPP for hey let me tell you in the next campaign omo beye no omo the way campaign NPP for the way campaign and do you know that what the kind of campaign omo beye the omo beka ne say NDC for ba omo say omo be chichi atom aden ya abokoro no na sebi obi nso abokoro no die oba na ochi na wo so ojili no NDC for ba betwa almost 4 years die omo nchi nipa ba akokora ntom de bi omo sori ya ahunhuna na ebe yesi ena omo eye enti se no kwese nka Ghana foi ya bokoro no nka NDC for ba omo nchi ya ntom ana eye nkontompo ena NDC for pa aban mu aban ntom betwa de to ye so. This is exact words. Let me tell you opa akoma ketu baby as NDC for anye de also moye with the ora na. This is the exact statement, exact word NPP for use against NDC in 2027. Obia nka Dennis Miracles Abwaji beka. Obia nka Bawumia nka Sakra beka. Na po nya sa asem ya obeka mana ye ya asim say NDC for ba o man bobore bia and mo pese Ghana for endomo mo pese Ghana for enya dobi mfa mamwa NDC for yi maka kire mo say the operation recover all loot no are very sensitive and you need not to joke with. Operation recover all loot is sensitive and you need not to joke with. Ora asem na making Ghana for ejina so to abama NDC aban in 2024 January 7th. Ama mo ba aban mu all in the name of say na omo pese omo bedin na omo pese omo ebeye omo be di accountability mefro omo di accountability eba because they felt like say na Ghana for nim say NDC for eba edi embrana beye adwuma NDC for eba ama nkofo omo adi sika omo di omo nsa abobo aban japade mu matoton aban saase omo ajeje aban aban niema no they will be dealt with. Barabusuye say ankobasa the story will be different. Say ankobasa read my lips the story will be different. In fact the story will be different altogether. And NDC4 must make sure say they will bear the consequences because yeah the adwin na to so the adwin to so say operation recover all loot ba aba be ye adwumaden e de aboa ama accountability aye adwuma na say ko wi achie ne yanti hwede a the NDC must bear the consequences. Midimano be si Kevin Tailor Tailor yakopon shira menua be ma me papa what you say no kwara hene eno no ono de sikan eye ni fam itwa benkum twa di fa kire wadwen e comment section makra bye bye.